getting to be right here with our bodies. So as we're sitting here breathing, let's take a moment to connect with an intention for today. The idea that we're focusing on today is imagining first building a foundation. So working through some nice root chakra poses, stretching the hamstrings, getting into the legs. And then from there, from having a strong foundation, we'll start to build up our house, knowing that it won't wash away because that foundation is strong and sure for us. And so that's kind of the idea that we'll take on. So at first, it's largely leg focused. Little by little, we'll start working our way up the spine just a little bit more. Listen to your body and just help your body move, because you're the one that's on top of that foundation. You're the one that's moving. So biggest thing, just listen and breathe. And together we'll have a beautiful journey. So with that idea to get us started, let's begin. The knees start to make their way into the chest. Let's take a couple of easy rocking movements. So this could be left and right. It could be circles for the hips. Just whatever easy movements helps everything here feel very good. Just kind of gently engaged. Good, and let's work our way into our legs already. So we'll start to extend this right leg up to the sky. The left leg drops all the way down to the ground if that feels good. With this right leg upward, we're going to take a moment to help us move deeper and deeper into those hamstring muscles. So what we'll do is allow a light bend to happen to the knee. When we bend the knee, it takes the stretch largely out of the hamstring. And then when we straighten the leg back up to the sky, we're trying to get the leg as straight as possible and also trying to gently tug the leg in as much as it feels like it's happening. So let's do that pulse 2 more times. Gentle bend to the knee. And re-straightening. So that extension all the way up. And take one more, bend. And when we work our way back up straight, try to keep the leg straight. We're going to start working into the toes a little bit. So maybe you're doing little circles, kind of rocking movements. Maybe you're spelling out your name, getting to some of those tiny little muscle groups on your foot. It's nice and easy. Let one more good deep breath flow in and out. And allow this right leg to start to open out wide to the right. Just help that inner thigh stretch. As the leg works its way back up, allow a gentle bend to the knee, and then the knee will continue to twist over the body. You choose the angle. Some of us will be a higher angle with the knee. Some of us will be closer to the ground. It's not a huge deal. You're just listening to your back. How deep do the back muscles want to stretch right now? Another good inhale. Exhale. Start to take the hips down to the ground again. And just drop this right leg all the way down. Second leg up, left, work its way up to sky. Hands are behind the thigh. Let's take those 3 gentle cycles, letting the knee bend a little bit, feel the hamstring releasing. And then take it right back up into that stretch. Straight as you can and hands pulling in as much as you can. Repeat that 2. And extend it up. 1 more, bending. Pull that extension up. As you're here, maybe allow those toes to do some of those easy movements. Leg starts to open out wide to the left. As much as you can, try to keep both hips on the ground. Okay, as we take the leg up, bend the knee, send it over the body. Nice twist. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, gentle release. From here, let's take it toward a happy baby. So trying to grab onto both the feet. The knees can go wide. It's all of this be totally up to you. Maybe you're rocking left and right. Maybe you're allowing one leg to stretch up to the sky and then the other. For some days, just holding in beautiful stillness is the place to be. Whatever we're doing, enjoy 2 more breaths. As we release our hands, we'll work our way up to a seated place. Sometimes it feels really good for the spine to roll like a ball 2 or 3 times. Other times we just want to come up, so that's fine too. Whenever we're there, let's extend both legs out in front of us. They can be slightly bent if it feels like it's a struggle to sit up. Otherwise, sit up nice and tall. Let's circle the arms up to the sky. Huge inhale. Exhale, feel that release over the legs. Deep breaths just to help those muscles know how to join the party with us. Lots of patience. Rising up enough that we can tuck the right foot into the left thigh. Once we're there, let's travel back down. So inhale, circle up. Exhale, release. Let that left leg slide wider out to the left. Once it's there, just let the spine twist over toward that leg. New gentle movements to the muscles back. here, take 5 gentle cycles. The cycles go like this. You sway through the center until we plant the right hand behind us. The left hand continues to circle around. You're going to keep the hips open. Dropping the hips back down, sway back over the straight leg. So I like to use my breath. Taking a nice inhale. Exhale to return. So let's do 3 more on this side. Going for 3. And 2. And 1. The bonus breath right here. And lifting the spine back up. Bring both legs back out in front of us. Help the circle hands up to sky. Exhale to gently release. There's a little bit more additional space. Rise up enough that left foot can tuck into the side. We'll travel back forward. I like to do that circle up to the sky before we go down. That just helps engage the spine muscles so that it pulls the hamstrings forward with us. And the legs start to slide out wide. Continue to travel over to the straight leg. Ready? Let's start those 5 cycles. So sway over to the left and take the left hand behind, scoop the hips up. And return. Another 4. Three. 2. And 1. Bonus breath. Rising up. Let's bring the feet together into cobbler. Feel how those hips are doing right now. If it feels nice to tilt forward, you're welcome to take that shape. Inhale, exhale, and starting to rise up. We're going to swing our legs underneath us. And right away, we're going to try to aim toward building up for frog pose. So frog is pretty intense. So we'll do another bonus stretch here just to help prepare our body for it. For this, this preparation and leading up to frog, let's go ahead and turn inward toward the middle of the room. If you don't have much padding on your knees, sometimes it's nice to fold the two edges of the mat in, just giving you bonus padding. So either way, start off upright. Have your left knee stay and your right foot slide out to the side for a moment. Once you're there, right hand slides down right leg, left hand stretches up to the sky. Continue to go over. As we come up, let's drop down toward our elbows. So sometimes it's just hands, sometimes one elbow. If both are okay and you still want more, maybe inch your elbows closer to the straight leg. Okay, when we come up to hands, let's switch our legs out. So right knee is down, left leg slides open, come up high. Slide the left hand down, right hand up and over. And coming back up, we can lower down to elbows if that feels good. Maybe inch the elbows in just a little bit. Okay, when we come back onto hands, we're heading to frog. So both knees down. Start to slide your knees about as wide as they can get. This is not like child floor, the hips go back. It's not belly to floor like cobra. Try to keep the hips right over the knees. The mirrors can be really useful to help you see if you're there. Shins go straight back, and we can drop down to elbows. So let gravity help those inner thighs continue to relax a little bit. Pretty intense early on in class like this. Just give it space. Imagine your breath is helping to fill the potential here. This is intense for some people. If you need to drop your hips forward early, that's fine. You can still enjoy this spot for about 5 more breaths. Keep the breath flowing. Mark a deep inhale. With our exhale, you're welcome to drop the hips forward onto the ground, and then the legs can do gentle windshield wipers. Ease the fascia around the hips. Beautiful. So we make our way back up onto knees. Feel free to open up the mat if you folded it, and then just take a moment to head back to child pose. So feel how the hips are still opening, the back muscles are still more limber. And taking the hips up, have the hips go right over the knees, and then we'll head into puppy pose. So hips stay there, but hands walk forward. It's a huge back bend, so sometimes it's possible for the forehead just to easily rest down. Some people can lift the chin on the rest, or can change or drop down. You don't have to if that's uncomfortable for the neck. Start to walk the hands in. We'll take either a normal plank or an elbow plank if your wrists don't want to take your weight away. So either way, for that nice plank position, feel your plank as if this is us connecting really powerfully with the foundation, that core. So if this is feeling okay, let's start to rock forward about an inch and backwards that same inch. Take a couple of pulses like that. So maybe 8, 7. You can always jump out early, that's okay. 6, 8, 5, 4. I love you too. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Feel free to drop down to the knees. Just let the hips do some easy circles. Either hip circles going to the back of the mat and up and down, or even just wagging your tail for a moment. Nice. Checking our right toes at the back of the mat. Let's press that for a right calf stretch. So some people stay on the other knee and just press back. Some people have to lift up the other knee, pressing a bit further. So listen to your calf. And good work. Start to switch, left toes back. Into the calf, whatever depth you need. Transitioning from this up to down dog. Start to wiggle a little bit more into the legs. Hips lifting nice and high. This is a down dog where you're welcome to enjoy maybe 3 or 4 more breaths if it feels good. At any point if the hands are happy or the body's happy, you'll work your way up to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Sometimes it's nice to give those wrists a little bit of rolling action, just moving them out. Try to release the spine even more, heavy down. And let's start to walk the feet outward about as wide as the mat. Take the toes out to about a 45-degree angle. We'll go down into Halasana squat. So that full squat would be coming all the way down, trying to push the elbows into the knees. If ever you just know in your body that's a little bit too much, come up, stand wider, and just push the knees open. So that is an alternative pose. Good. Another beautiful inhale. Exhale, fingers work your way down. Just the right foot steps all the way back. So at first, this is going to be about the hamstring, the left leg, and then we'll get into the hip. So left leg tries to straighten as much as it can, and then let it bend. Take 2 more like that. Left leg straightening and bending. 1 more. Good. Then from the spot where the knee is stacked over the foot, from that spot, try to drop the hips down as low as they can go. And back up. 2 more like that. Hips down. Up. 1 more. And then this will be lizard pose. If you want to drop down to the knee, that's fine. If you want to drop down to the elbows, that's fine. Take a couple of extra breaths. Coming up onto hands. We're going to lift up the back knee. Step that right foot up to the top corner. Then go back down into that Kalasana squat. Another inhale. Exhale, fingers down. Step the left foot back. So first is about the hamstring. Right leg can go straight. And bend. Keep that 2. And 1. Then from the bendy position, try to drop the hips as low as they can. Back up. 2. And 1. Good. Lizard. You can have the knee lifted or lowered, elbows lifted or lowered. More and more space through hips and legs the further we go. So 1 more good inhale. Exhale, fingers down, straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. And feel yourself having more and more space through the legs as the day goes. Start to rise, so feel free to roll up as slowly as you need for the head. Once we're up, take the right hand to the right thigh, left hand up and over. Long side body stretch. And second side. Good. Coming up. Step the feet close. Inner thighs are close enough to be able to squeeze together. Hands can be at the heart. Feel the spine lifting up tall. And from there, start to feel the heels elevate. Try to hold with balance with those heels up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down. Sit back like a chair. Begin to let your arms grow by the ears. The right arm open up to the space behind you. And return. Left arm. Turn. Hands to heart. We're going to try to go to a toe squat. So trying to lower down. Maybe hands need to drop down. Maybe hands at the heart. We're squeezing enough thighs together. Feel that little lift. Good. Taking another inhale. Exhale. One hand goes to the floor in front of us, one behind us. Lower the hips to the ground. Going right into boat. Sometimes this is plenty of work. Just stay here, that's fine. If you want to try to do bicycles, we'll circle one leg out and then the other leg. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the knees go wide. Grab the ankle area. Pull the heels in as close as you can to the pelvis. And then settle down into cobbler. Maybe even deeper than before. Good. So as we rise up, sometimes a fun way to travel into our knees from here is to lift up to boat, cross your ankles, and then roll forward and through. So from here, take a couple of cat cows, look the vertebrae round up to the side. And belly drops down, breathe up. Couple of rounds to ease all those back muscles. One more cycle up and down. Back to neutral spine. We'll try to play with a side plank for a moment. If anybody prefers to be on elbow, that's absolutely fine. And we'll lift up the knees. Both heels rock over to the left. And the right hand tries to rise. Always lower the bottom knee down, that's fine. Good, dropping the hands, try to switch sides. Close to right, left hand. Good. And the hand comes down, you choose. Maybe you're ready for a child pose. Maybe you want to take a flow, lowering chaturanga. To a back bend. Down dog. Good. This next movement can either be done from kneeling or from down dog as the start. So if you're up in the down dog, you'll go back and forth between up dog, of the plank and then lower your hips down. And then up to down dog. If you're on knees, it'll be kind of like a cobra to child. Let's take about 5 of those, whatever we're doing. Going for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. When you finish, you're welcome to enjoy that pose a little bit longer, or at any point walk up to the top. That nice forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands at the heart. Beautiful work. So trying to shift our weight onto the left foot. Some of us just balancing with the right foot trying to come behind us is about what we can do. If you can grab your right foot in your right hand, that's that next variation. Trying to aim for quad stretch. So if you don't feel that, tailbone either sits under or the knee pulls back. Stay here, whatever you're playing with, or go to dancer. I usually will flip my grip to the inner part of the foot. Left hand trying to reach up to the sky. And then it's all about the foot kicking into the hand. That's what creates the lift. It's more about going up than going forward. Good. So one more inhale. Exhale, rise back up to a place of balance. And then kick the leg back through warrior 3. Try to land just the toes. From here, we'll take a twist, right hand hooks to twist, or you can slide down to right elbow. Gently unwind. Back heel can go down. Float the arms up to the sky for a moment. And then clasp the hands behind your back. Feel that nice release through the spine as we bow forward. Shoulder stretch from behind. And as hands drop down to the floor, turn your toes to this long edge of the mat. Nice wide angle forward fold. Choose your favorite arm position. It can be on the floor, on the legs, in the elbow creases. Choose. Prepare to rise. So start to kind of bend to the knees. Maybe hands to hips to roll up. Turn the toes outward to 45-degree angles. We're in a squat, so the knees are bent. As we go just an inch or so up and down on our hips, we're also going to do arm circles. So when you're ready, let's take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll head to triangle, so straighten the legs. The foot that's at the back turns parallel to the back of the mat. Front toes turn forward, open the arms. Reach that left hand forward, pull the hips tilt. Left hand to shin, right hand to the sky. Feel the whole back opening. And as we start to rise up, we'll take pyramid. So start to turn the toes forward, maybe shorten the stance a little bit so the feet can be all the way down. Pay attention to the hips. So we're facing toward mirror right now. There we go. So hands to the hips to make sure hips stay level with one another. And then we start to ease our way forward. Eventually dropping hands to shin or to the floor. Right foot can slide up next to the left foot. And starting to rise all the way up. That's okay, take a moment whenever you need it. Good. Okay, we're shifting to second side. So this time standing on right foot. Maybe just balance with the left behind, maybe grab it. Make sure you're in the quad stretch if you have the foot, so maybe the knee needs to pull back, maybe tailbone scoots under. If you're going to dancer, maybe flip the grip, floating this right arm up. It's more about the kick of the foot to create the back bend than the lead. Another inhale. Exhale, rising up to balance. Come back, warrior three. And land just the toes, if possible. And then the twist, left hand hooks for the twist. Or slip down to elbow. Good. Switch it up. Okay. Down, back heel down, arms float up. Press hands behind the back. Bow forward. Hands drop down, turn to the long edge, wide angle forward fold. In a new arm position, if the body is in a different spot now. Bring the knees, let's start to roll our way up. One more time with the squat, turn the toes out. Lower the hips down a little bit, open the arms to the left and right. Note, try to do the arm circles the other direction. So it's the direction that doesn't feel like it's quite as natural. So when you're ready, 10, 9, we'll split the hips, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and straighten the legs, triangle, front toes forward, the back toes turn slightly in, open the arms, Right hand forward to drop to shin, left hand to sky. Feel the back space opening up nicely. Good. Rising up. Shorten the stance, going forward, facing to the front leg for pyramid. The hands to the hips, trying to keep them level as you go forward. And eventually hands move up to chin or to the floor. Left foot slides up next to the front foot. Inhale, half lift. So hands down. Try to step back to plank. We'll play with side plank again. You can take the variation you did before, or I'll offer one additional variation. Tilt the hips to the heels to the right. Left hand up to sky. The additional variation, if you want it, lift the hips up, do like a down dog, and see if the top leg can float. Good, we'll switch sides. So hand and foot down, switch the heels. Maybe hips rise, maybe not. Good, lowering down, drop to knees. Take the right hand up to the sky. Spread the right shoulder all the way through to the ground. Sometimes left hand likes to wind around the low back. Sometimes we like to walk it up to the top of the mat. Your choice. Slide the left hand in, press into it. Once we're back up to kneeling, to the cat. Cow. Back to neutral. Left hand to sky. Thread it under. Same up to the right hand, whatever you did before. Letting that right hand in, press into it. Back to kneeling to big cat. And cow. Good. Back to neutral. We'll head to pigeon pose, right leg forward. Some people do this from kneeling. Some people like to do it from down dog, loading the right leg up, and then sending it upward through. Either way, the back knee is scooted as far back as possible. Hips are level, sacrum's level. If you'd like to drop down to elbows, that's slow, deep breaths. We'll start preparing to switch sides. So if you went through kneeling, when you rise up to hands, swing yourself back to kneeling. Did the down dog, did the down dog. Take a recovery movement. I like to kind of shift the hips left and right. Whenever you're ready for the left leg to take pigeon, let it travel through. Easeful rest. You're ready. One more breath. We can ease our way out, kneeling or down dog. Dropping to knees. Let's take one last little bonus for our feet. Our foundation, try to tuck the toes. Start to send your weight back. For some people, keeping the hands forward brings that about as much weight as you can bear for your feet. Some people come all the way up. It's up to your feet. If you ever need to drop down early, that's okay. If you're doing okay, let's try to keep it for about 5 minutes. Finishing this last breath. Ease out, let the feet rock, work down. And this will begin our journey towards Shavasana. So take a moment to listen to your body, especially from the foundation on up. If there's any last poses or stretches that you need to help your body feel complete, absolutely take a minute or two to do them. Maybe it's some of these seated things. Maybe it's eventually laying back, taking a twist or a happy baby. Just let your body explore until you know within your system, yes, I'm here, I am so ready for Shavasana. When you get there, feel free to just relax. Slow, deep breaths flowing in and out of our body. Like by taking this final resting pose, it's like we're becoming one with our foundation, laying right here at this level of the earth. You know, let the slow, deep breaths flow. Here we'll begin to deepen our breath. Simple inhales, relaxing exhales. Introduce movements back to the fingers and toes. Ankles and wrists. Stretching out like it's first thing in the morning. Ready, take a nice fetal position off to one side. Try a few bonus breaths, maybe 4 or 5 good cycles. Raising up only when you feel ready. At our heart, whenever we're up, we take just a moment to reconnect to that idea of foundation. It's very much groundedness that we feel in our body, and yet this freedom that we have to grow our house up from there. And we recognize as we travel forward the rest of our day, the rest of our week, we can still have that sure foundation, even as we send our energy up to do fun, creative things with the time that we have. So with this idea to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.